As I wandered through the snow-covered streets of our town, a sense of anticipation filled the chilly air. It was Christmas Eve, and I was on a quest to explore an enchanted community known far and wide for its extravagant holiday displays. The neighbors here didn't just celebrate Christmas, they transformed their homes into enchanting holiday wonderlands. I had heard whispers about this extraordinary neighborhood, where the spirit of Christmas seemed to come alive in every corner. The idea of an entire community coming together to create a festive spectacle intrigued me, and it was this sense of wonder that led me on my journey through the snowy streets. As I ventured deeper into the heart of the community, I couldn't help but be captivated by the creativity and passion of its residents. Each house told its own unique holiday story, and I was eager to explore them all. The neighborhood held the promise of festive surprises, and I was ready to embrace the enchantment of this extraordinary Christmas Eve. Approaching the gingerbread cottage, I felt like I had stepped into a storybook world. The Sweetwater family's home was a true gingerbread masterpiece, a delightful fusion of whimsy and sweetness that filled the air with a tantalizing aroma. It stood as a testament to their boundless creativity and love for the holiday season. Candy cane pillars framed the entrance, their red and white stripes spiraling upward, creating a sense of playful elegance. The front yard was adorned with oversized gumdrops that glistened in the soft glow of twinkling fairy lights. These delectable decorations seemed almost good enough to eat, and they beckoned visitors to take a closer look. The front door itself was a work of art, resembling a giant gingerbread cookie with intricate icing details. A cheerful wreath made of peppermint candies hung from it, adding a festive touch. As I approached, I could hear the faint sound of laughter and the hum of holiday tunes coming from within, inviting me to step inside. Before I could enter, however, my attention was drawn to the windows. Each one was framed with licorice twists, and lollipops of various sizes seemed to float magically in the frosty air. The windows themselves were adorned with gingerbread men and women, each one wearing a different holiday outfit. It was a charming tableau of holiday cheer that made me smile. As I crossed the threshold into the gingerbread cottage, the scent of freshly baked treats enveloped me like a warm hug. The air was rich with the aroma of gingerbread cookies, cinnamon, and sugar. It was a symphony of holiday baking that danced in the air, creating an atmosphere of pure joy. Inside, the living room was a cozy haven, with a fireplace adorned with gingerbread-themed stockings. The mantel was lined with miniature gingerbread houses, their icing details intricate and delicate. A towering Christmas tree stood in one corner, its branches heavy with gingerbread cookie ornaments and candy garlands. It was a sight that would surely delight children of all ages. The dining table, situated near a bay window, was a vision of holiday indulgence. A gingerbread house centerpiece took center stage, surrounded by an assortment of cookies, candies, and holiday treats. It was a scene that begged you to indulge in the sweet pleasures of the season. As I explored further, I discovered that even the stairwell had not escaped the gingerbread transformation. The banister was wrapped in licorice twists, and oversized gumdrops adorned each step. It was as though I had entered a magical gingerbread castle, where every detail had been crafted with care and whimsy. The kitchen, the heart of the gingerbread cottage, was a bustling hub of activity. The Sweetwater family was hard at work, baking, decorating, and laughing together. Gingerbread cookies in various shapes and sizes were spread out on the countertops, awaiting their turn to be adorned with colorful icing. A large gingerbread house, nearly as tall as a child, stood proudly in the center of the kitchen island, its icing roof glistening like freshly fallen snow. Mrs. Sweetwater, the matriarch of the family, greeted me with a warm smile as she expertly piped icing onto a gingerbread man's shirt. "Welcome, dear," she said, her voice filled with holiday cheer. "Would you like to decorate a gingerbread cookie of your own?" I couldn't resist the invitation, and soon I found myself seated at the kitchen table, icing in hand, ready to join in the festivities. As I carefully decorated my gingerbread man, I couldn't help but marvel at the sense of togetherness and joy that filled the gingerbread cottage. The Sweetwater family's home was not just a house, it was a living, breathing embodiment of the holiday spirit. It was a place where laughter and the scent of freshly baked treats filled the air, where the magic of gingerbread and the warmth of family came together to create a truly enchanting holiday experience. It was a delightful start to my journey through this extraordinary Christmas community. Approaching the Victorian Elegance House, I was transported back in time to a bygone era of opulence and grace. The Everhart family's home was a testament to their appreciation of history and their desire to capture the elegance of a Victorian-style Christmas. It stood as a majestic beacon of sophistication amidst the winter landscape. The exterior of the house was a masterpiece of intricate decorations. Delicate lace-like patterns adorned the front porch, their white filigree patterns standing out against the rich, mahogany woodwork. A row of gas lamps lined the pathway to the entrance, their soft glow casting a warm and inviting ambience. Above the front door, an ornate wreath of holly and ivy hung, a nod to traditional Victorian holiday decor. It was a subtle yet timeless touch that welcomed all who approached. The door itself was a work of art, with its beveled glass panels and polished brass handle, inviting visitors into a world of refined beauty. As I stepped inside, I was greeted by a grand foyer that seemed straight out of a period drama. A magnificent chandelier hung from the ceiling, casting a soft, golden light that danced off the rich, dark wood paneling. The walls were adorned with oil paintings of Victorian scenes, and a plush velvet settee sat in one corner, inviting guests to linger and admire the surroundings. The Victorian theme continued in the living room, where a towering Christmas tree stood as the centerpiece of the holiday decor. The tree was adorned with delicate glass ornaments in hues of burgundy, emerald green, and gold. Tinsel and garlands of dried roses and cranberries added to the old-world charm. It was a tree that seemed straight out of a Dickens novel, evoking a sense of nostalgia and wonder. Beneath the tree, a collection of beautifully wrapped presents in ornate paper and satin ribbons awaited their recipients. It was a sight that conjured images of Victorian children waking up on Christmas morning to discover the treasures that awaited them. The room was filled with the soft glow of candlelight, casting a warm and inviting atmosphere. Moving deeper into the Victorian Elegance House, I found myself in the dining room, where an opulent feast was being prepared. The long, mahogany table was set with fine china, crystal glasses, and silverware, all gleaming in the soft candlelight. A tapestry of evergreen boughs and crimson poinsettias adorned the mantel, creating a lush and festive backdrop. Mrs. Everhart, the gracious hostess, greeted me with a warm smile as she put the finishing touches on an elaborate Yule-log cake. "Welcome, dear," she said, her voice carrying the elegance of a bygone era. "Would you care for a glass of Everhart cider? It's a secret family recipe." I accepted her offer, and as I sipped the fragrant, spiced cider, I couldn't help but feel as though I had stepped back in time to a Victorian-era holiday celebration. The room was filled with the sounds of laughter and the clinking of fine china, a testament to the joy of gathering with loved ones during the holiday season. The Victorian Elegance House was not just a home. It was a living tribute to the appreciation of history and the elegance of a bygone era. It was a place where the spirit of a Victorian-style Christmas came to life in every detail, from the intricate decorations to the grand holiday feast. It was a step back in time that filled the heart with a sense of wonder and reverence for holiday traditions of old. It was a captivating start to my journey through this extraordinary Christmas community. Approaching the whimsical wonderland, I felt as though I had stumbled into a whimsical dreamscape. The Merriweather family's home was a fantastical masterpiece, an explosion of color and imagination that defied the boundaries of reality. It was a place where holiday cheer ran wild, and the joy of the season overflowed into every corner. Towering nutcracker soldiers stood sentinel at the entrance, their uniforms adorned with sequins and glitter. They seemed to come alive, ready to lead visitors on a journey through this enchanted world. Playful decorations adorned the front yard, with oversized ornaments hanging from invisible strings, creating the illusion of a mid-air ballet. The front door itself was a portal to a realm of enchantment. It resembled a giant candy cane, its stripes swirling in dizzying patterns of red and white. A garland of lollipops and ribbon candy framed the entrance, and it was impossible not to feel a childlike sense of wonder as I approached. The path to the front door was a whimsical journey in itself. Colorful stepping stones shaped like oversized candies led the way, each one adorned with intricate patterns and designs. It was as though I was walking through a candy forest, and I half expected to meet a gingerbread man along the way. Before I could enter, my attention was drawn to the windows. Each one was a miniature tableau of holiday delight, with scenes of elves at work, polar bears frolicking in the snow, and gingerbread houses coming to life. It was a world of make-believe brought to life, a reminder that the magic of the season was all around. As I crossed the threshold into the whimsical wonderland, I was greeted by an explosion of color and joy. The living room was a riot of hues, with decorations that seemed to defy gravity and imagination. A towering Christmas tree stood at the center, adorned with ornaments of all shapes and sizes, each one more whimsical than the last. The ornaments themselves were a work of art, from candy-colored unicorns to oversized lollipops and glistening snowflakes. Tinsel and garlands made of shiny foil and brightly colored beads crisscrossed the tree, creating a kaleidoscope of light and sparkle. It was a tree that celebrated the magic of childhood fantasies. Beneath the tree, a treasure trove of presents awaited, their wrapping paper a dazzling array of patterns and colors. It was a scene that evoked the excitement of Christmas morning, where the promise of surprises and delights awaited. The room was alive with the sound of laughter and the twinkling of fairy lights, a joyful cacophony of holiday cheer. The dining room was a whimsical feast for the senses, with a table set for a grand holiday celebration. Plates and cups adorned with playful designs featured dancing reindeer, whimsical snowmen, and mischievous elves. The chairs themselves seemed to be straight out of a fairy tale, with oversized seats that invited guests to revel in the whimsy. Mrs. Merriweather, the creative force behind the whimsical wonderland, welcomed me with a warm smile as she put the finishing touches on a cake that resembled a fantastical castle. "Welcome, dear," she said, her voice filled with infectious joy. "Would you like to join us for some delightful cookies? They're straight from our magical oven." I accepted her offer, and as I savored the whimsically shaped cookies, I couldn't help but feel like a child again, transported to a world of wonder and delight. The room was filled with the magic of the season, where the ordinary became extraordinary, and the joy of the holidays knew no bounds. The whimsical wonderland was not just a house, it was a living embodiment of the Merriweather family's boundless creativity and love for the holiday season. It was a place where imagination ran wild, and the whimsy of the season came to life in every decoration and detail. It was an invitation to revel in the joy of the season and embrace the magic of the holidays. It was a captivating start to my journey through this extraordinary Christmas community. Approaching the cozy cabin, I was immediately struck by its charming simplicity. The Snugglewood family's home exuded a warmth and coziness that seemed to embrace you like a favorite sweater on a chilly winter day. It was a place where the simple pleasures of the holidays took center stage, and every detail radiated a sense of comfort. The exterior of the cabin was adorned with rustic charm. A handmade wreath of pine cones and holly hung from the front door, its earthy scent wafting through the crisp winter air. The windowsills were lined with flickering candles, their soft glow casting a warm and inviting ambience. The front porch was a haven of rustic simplicity, with a wooden rocking chair and a cozy plaid blanket folded neatly across its armrest. A pair of mittens and a knit cap were perched on the chair, as if waiting for the next visitor to snuggle up and enjoy a moment of quiet reflection. As I crossed the threshold into the cozy cabin, I was greeted by a living room that radiated warmth and comfort. The fireplace crackled merrily, casting a dancing glow that filled the room with a soft, amber light. A collection of handmade stockings hung from the mantel, each one lovingly crafted and adorned with the initials of a family member. The Christmas tree, a modest yet charming creation, stood in one corner, adorned with ornaments that told the story of a lifetime. Hand-painted ceramic baubles, homemade paper snowflakes, and cherished heirlooms shared space on the tree's branches. It was a tree that celebrated the memories of holidays past. Beneath the tree, a simple wooden crate served as a makeshift manger for a nativity scene, with figurines lovingly arranged to depict the birth of Christ. It was a reminder that the heart of the season lay in the celebration of love, family, and the simple joys of life. The room was scented with the comforting aroma of freshly baked gingerbread cookies, their spiced sweetness filling the air. A plate of cookies sat on a nearby table, inviting visitors to indulge in the homemade treats. It was a gesture of hospitality and warmth that spoke to the heart of the Snugglewood family. As I ventured further into the cozy cabin, I found myself in the dining area, where a wooden table was set for a hearty holiday feast. The table was adorned with simple yet elegant place settings, each one featuring a sprig of evergreen and a handwritten note of welcome. Mrs. Snugglewood, the heart of the family, greeted me with a warm smile as she approached. "Welcome, dear," she said, her voice filled with the genuine warmth of a caring host. "Would you like to join us for a round of Christmas carols? It's a tradition we hold dear." I accepted her offer, and as I joined the Snugglewood family in singing joyful carols, I couldn't help but feel a sense of togetherness and merriment. The room was alive with the sounds of laughter and harmonious singing, a testament to the joy of gathering with loved ones during the holiday season. The cozy cabin was not just a house. It was a living embodiment of the Snugglewood family's appreciation for the simple pleasures of life. It was a place where warmth, comfort, and togetherness took precedence over extravagance. It was an invitation to savor the beauty of the season in its purest and most heartfelt form. It was a heartwarming start to my journey through this extraordinary Christmas community. The last leg of my journey brought me to the Tchaikovsky family's home. It was a magical tribute to the iconic ballet composer, a place where the spirit of the Nutcracker came to life with all the grandeur and whimsy of a holiday performance. The exterior of the house was a symphony of color and movement. A life-size Nutcracker soldier stood guard by the front door, his uniform resplendent in shades of red, blue, and gold. He seemed ready to leap into action at any moment, a silent sentinel in this festive realm. Twinkling lights adorned the eaves and roof, casting a cascade of colorful brilliance that danced with the rhythm of the season. A snow-covered pathway led to the front door, with lanterns shaped like toy soldiers lighting the way with a warm, inviting glow. As I crossed the threshold into the Nutcracker Palace, I found myself in a world of enchantment. The living room was a stage set for a holiday extravaganza, with towering Christmas trees adorned with ornaments that told the story of the beloved ballet. Each ornament depicted scenes from the Nutcracker's journey, from the magical battle with the Mouse King to the enchanting land of sweets. The ornaments themselves were miniature works of art, meticulously crafted to capture the essence of the ballet's characters and scenes. Clara danced with the Nutcracker, the Sugar Plum Fairy shimmered in all her glory, and the Mouse King scowled with mischief. It was a tree that celebrated the magic of storytelling through dance. Beneath the tree, a lavish display of nutcrackers lined the floor, each one unique and exquisitely detailed. They stood at attention, ready to protect the kingdom of sweets and dreams. It was as though the Nutcracker himself had come to life in this festive palace. The room was filled with the hauntingly beautiful strains of Tchaikovsky's music, a symphony of melodies that brought the ballet to life. A grand piano, adorned with ballet-themed sheet music, stood in one corner, inviting visitors to play their own musical tribute to the season. As I ventured further into the Nutcracker Palace, I found myself in the dining area, where a table was set with all the opulence of a royal banquet. Plates adorned with golden filigree and crystal goblets sparkled in the soft glow of chandeliers shaped like delicate ballet slippers. Mrs. Tchaikovsky, a gracious and elegant hostess, welcomed me with a warm smile. "Welcome, dear," she said, her voice a melodic greeting. "Would you care to join us in a festive dance inspired by the Nutcracker? It's a cherished tradition in our home." I accepted her invitation, and as I joined the Tchaikovsky family in a joyful dance, I couldn't help but be swept away by the enchantment of the moment. The room was alive with the sounds of laughter and the lilting strains of Tchaikovsky's music, a celebration of the holiday season and the magic of the Nutcracker Ballet. The Nutcracker Palace was not just a house, it was a tribute to the enduring beauty of Tchaikovsky's masterpiece. It was a place where the spirit of the Nutcracker came to life each Christmas, where the magic of the ballet filled every corner with wonder and delight. It was an invitation to step into the world of dreams and make-believe, to celebrate the joy of the season with all the grandeur and whimsy of a holiday performance. It was a magical beginning to my journey through this extraordinary Christmas community. Leaving the Nutcracker Palace behind, I trekked through the winter night, my heart brimming with the enchantment of the holiday season. The Tchaikovsky family's tribute to the iconic ballet composer had left an indelible mark on my soul, and I knew I'd carry the magic of this visit with me for years to come. Arriving back at my own warm and welcoming home, a sense of contentment washed over me. The familiar glow of my own holiday lights greeted me, and the scent of freshly baked cookies wafted from the kitchen. It was a place where my own traditions and memories awaited, ready to envelop me in the comfort of home. As I shed my coat and settled into a cozy armchair by the fireplace, the memories of the enchanting Christmas community homes I had visited flooded my mind. From the whimsical wonderland of the Merriweather family to the cozy cabin of the Snugglewood family, each home had offered a unique celebration of the season. The Nightingale family's starry retreat had transported me to a celestial wonderland, while the Sweetwater family's gingerbread cottage had delighted with its sweet treats and laughter. The Everhart family's Victorian elegance had exuded history and grace, while the Tchaikovsky family's Nutcracker Palace had paid homage to the magic of ballet. The Merriweather family's whimsical wonderland had been a joyful escape, and the Snugglewood family's cozy cabin had embodied the art of coziness. Soon, it was time to retire to bed, where the soft embrace of my warm blankets awaited. The echoes of Tchaikovsky's music played softly in my mind as I closed my eyes, and the joy of the holiday season filled my heart. It is with the utmost sincerity that I say Merry Christmas to you and all of your loved ones. May your holiday season be filled with nothing but cheer and hope,